Hey everyone, welcome to Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss M. Night Shyamalan's new upcoming horror film, Knock at the Cabin. Now while we don't yet have a ton of information about the film, there are some clues scattered around the internet that paint a fuller picture of what we can expect from the famous surprise indie director, in addition to the trailer that was already released a couple of months ago. Plus, I have discovered an interview where M. Night shares a decision he made to make the film as authentic as possible for the story he is telling. Let's go! So Yahoo Entertainment and SlashFilm.com and the upcoming issue of Empire Magazine have all posted articles about Knock at the Cabin, which I'll be referring to in this video. Now, before I get into M. Night's newest revelation about the movie, let's review what is known about the film thus far. Bloody Disgusting has reported that they've heard the project will be a home invasion horror film that takes place during the apocalypse, suggesting some fascinating new ground for the divisive filmmaker that may conjure up some comparisons to the excellent 10 Clover Lane or even Jordan Peele's Us. Based on Paul Tremblay's 2018 novel, The Cabin at the End of the World, the story takes place at a remote cabin in the woods where a young girl and her parents find themselves under siege by a group of 4 armed strangers, claiming that the world is about to end. Now, according to M. Night, the hope was to make something akin to a dark fairy tale, the director said. There's a little girl that's sitting in the grass playing, and a giant comes up and shakes her hand and says, "Something's gonna happen to your family." I love telling dark stories, and I'm going to guide you through some really horrific things, but you can feel the narrator believes in humanity. A major theme he wanted to explore was how fragile our notion of a house, or in this case, a cabin, being a place of safety really is. So, quote, "When you get a knock at the door, our fears make us think, wait a minute, this is all a facade. Anyone can come in here and do whatever they want." Which I have to say is very true. And I think which is the reason why the home invasion subgenre of horror is really effective. And it really connects to us at a very basic level because we do feel safe in our homes. And to a degree, it is a facade. If you think about it, most of us have a front door with one deadbolt. It's really not that hard to get in if someone wants to get in. So, but when we're in our homes, we have this sense of security and safety, and we don't really think about how really fragile or how much a facade it really is at the end of the day with our windows, doors, doing things like that. So I think these home invasion type movies, at least for me, they always really pull me in and captivate me because there is that underlying uncertainty and uneasiness that we can all relate to what's happening on the screen, knowing that wherever we live, unless you have Fort Knox type scenario with your house, which some people do, but the majority of us don't. And whether we're in apartments or homes, doesn't matter. We can all relate to that. And I guarantee you, we all can relate to it because we all lock our doors. And most of us have alarm systems. If so, we know that danger is there, that possibility is always present. So that's a great premise for a movie, and one that, for me at least, can really draw you in and keep you focused on what's happening. Now, back to M. Night. When sharing his plan for the movie, he revealed one way he is going to make it authentic to his vision. I'm drawn to older ways of telling stories, M. Night told Empire for the magazine's 2023 issue for January. It's actually for sale right now. Now, to that end, he shot the project on cameras and lenses from the 1990s. He secured equipment that was even older for a number of flashback scenes. They were barely functional, he recalled. At certain focal lengths, they would become out of focus. All of those imperfections are part of it. Now, again, these are the kind of details that I love to see filmmakers do. I love to see when a filmmaker says, well, we're not just going to age the screen, with digital filters like you can do and make it look older. No, we're going to actually go back. We're going to get equipment that's 30 years old, 20 plus years old. And we're going to make this, look as it would have back then. And like he says here, even older in some scenes for flashbacks. So the fact that this movie is all filmed on these older equipment, it's going to give it that naturally more older, grittier type of look that you just, you can replicate to a degree, but there's nothing like having the authentic equipment. And that speaks a lot to, I believe, M. Night's, passion for film. And I know that a lot of his films have missed. Trust me. I do consider myself a marginal fan. I've liked some of his films. Some have been really, really good. And there's been a lot that I personally just didn't care for. So it's a bit hit and miss for me. But one thing I've never, ever doubted was his passion for what he's doing. Whether it lands or not, that's a whole nother story. That's up to individual preferences. But his passion in making the movies, I've never questioned. And so this just reinforces right here how, he's basically committed to his art and his craft, even going back to find these old pieces of equipment. So if you have not seen the trailer for Knock at the Cabin, I highly encourage you to watch it. It's a great trailer. Doesn't reveal too much, which is great. It's a nice teaser. Kind of get you kind of set for what's coming, but it leaves enough mystery to leave it up to the imagination, which I love. And it's M. Night, so there's going to always be something unexpected at the end of this movie. So the movie will come into theaters and be dropped everywhere on February 3rd, 2023. So it's just right around the corner. So make sure you check it out. I think it's going to be worth watching, guys. All right, everyone. Now I want to know what you think about these articles, these ideas, these insight that M. Night gave to making this film with the older equipment. And what do you think about the movie, generally speaking, as a premise for a film? I want to know what your thoughts and ideas, any theories you may have about the movie. So start leaving your comments below right now so we can discuss it together in the comments section. Well, that's going to be it for this update, but I'll be back soon with more Knock at the Cabin and other horror movie content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, this is Craving Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Thanks for watching.